Hey everybody, hope your day's going well. We are back with another reaction, Motorhead 1916. And this will be my first Motorhead reaction on the channel. I am familiar with their name. I know of Lemmy. I know he passed away a few years ago. And I know, of course, their song Ace of Spades, which is an incredible song. I always envisioned it as like a car chase song, like down, 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 down. That's the song I really enjoyed and listened to a lot. But I think it's the only song of theirs that I know, at least off the top of my head. But now we're going to check out 1916. I also know Sabaton did a very famous cover of this. I've gotten a request for it. I will check that one out too. But of course, we got to check out the original first. So here we go. I want to see what this is about and how it sounds. Thank you for being here, everybody. Let's listen.
Years old when I went to the war to fight for a land fit for heroes. God on my side and a gun in my hand, chasing my days down to zero. And I marched and I fought and I bled and I died, and I never did get any older.
Oh, wow.
But I knew at the time that a year in the line was a long enough life for a soldier. We all volunteered and we wrote down our names, and we added 2 years to our ages.
Wow.
Eager for life and ahead of the game, ready for history's pages. And we brawled and we fought and we hoard till we stood 10,000 shoulder to shoulder. A thirst for the Hun, we were food for the gun, and that's what you are when you're soldiers.
Wow, I had no idea. Of course, 1916, I thought like, it's basically in the middle of the First World War, the Great War, 1914, 1918. But oof, I didn't expect it to be, this tempo and this really, this emotional. Yeah, we checked out many anti-war songs or songs about going to war or about veterans, and some of them are faster paced, but there's always emotion in it, of course. Some are very aggressive and brutal, and it's all so many representations of it, and then there's no wrong way to do it. Like, it's so, man, wow. Some of these, make a big impact, and then some of these reactions you do, it may seem silly, but when you stop recording, you keep thinking about it. It's, it lingers on, and this is one of them ones. The music itself, it feels almost like a funeral, or also like a suspenseful, like waiting for battle almost, and you're standing shoulder to shoulder is what he's saying. Like, you can see that. You can almost see the montage of war happening in front of your mind's eye while this song is playing. And there's almost a build up. I don't know if it's going to be more, if it's going to explode or some way, but it's just like, something is about to happen, or something, is cooking, is brewing. There's a sense of anxiety almost that comes with it. And wow, definitely a change of pace from like Ace of Spades, right? Which is faster. And here just singing, wow, man, I need to dig in more. Whoa. Oh, some great lines. 16 years of age, which normally you would be need to 18 or 20, 18, which is still so young. Just regular folk going to war, no special training, almost really. Maybe physical training, but here the mental. Nobody can prepare for that. What you see there, what you have to do. Oh my God. And then 16, and he said we added 2 years to our name. So basically, when you fill out the form, you say you're 18. Eager for life, ahead of the game. Wow, amazing, amazing, very powerful lines, visceral. When you think about people that young doing it, when you're young yourself, you think you're invincible, but then when you get older, you get children of yourself, and then wow, an 18-year-old suddenly, okay, they are growing up according to the law, but my blood gets boiling when I think about this stuff. Wow, thirst for the Hun, we were food for the gun. What a great line about, I think Hun is, there's the Germans he's alluding. We have a thirst to go get them, right? But we were food for the gun. Thirst, food. Great, great writing. Wow. Wow. And I never did get any older.
And that's what you are when you're soldiers. I heard my friend cry, and he sank to his knees, coughing blood as he screamed for his mother. And I fell by his side, and that's how we died, clinging like kids to each other. And I lay in the mud, and the guts, and the blood, and I wept as his body grew colder. And I called for my mother, and she never came, though it wasn't my fault, and I wasn't to blame. The Dane at half over, and 10,000 slain, and now there's nobody remembers our names. And that's how it is for a soldier.
Wow. Wow. Oh my. Wow, that is that's a powerful song, and so beautifully sung. So much emotion. Like I said, there's this feeling of something's about to happen, but it never does. I love that restraint, but you still get the build up of it. You see this young man crying, screaming for his mother. You can see it. You can see the dirt flying across the field. You can see it happening, grabbing him, pulling him into arms. Your mommy's not coming, yo. They turn into kids again. Well, in the beginning, they were thirsty for battle, and you feel invincible. But when you're about to die, the only thing you want to do is live. And I've stared death in the eyes in my life, and I thought I wanted to not be here, but at that moment, I knew that I did. And believe me, I screamed for my mother there too. So it wasn't war, it was war with myself, but still, that's an emotion that is very recognizable. Wow. I lay in the mud and the guts and the blood. Very vivid imagery, but that's what you need. Very brutal, but that's how you write, man. That's how you conjure up this image. Coffin, blood. It's visceral. It's visceral, but you can see it happening while this is playing, while he's singing it. What a great song, man. And then, you know, he's talking about, and knew at the time a year in the line was a long enough life for a soldier. So, yeah, you know, it's different, you know, if you are in that situation, a year is a long, long time to survive. But not long enough for a young man. And now there's nobody who remembers our names. That's how it is for a soldier. You know, not too far from where I live. I live in a coastal town in Belgium. Ypres is not far from here, and there you have Flanders Fields. Battles have been fought there. You can visit the museum. There's the cemeteries. There's the unmarked graves. So it's all there. You know, a lot of people from the UK come over each year to visit as well, because there's a lot of people from England and the UK over there too, buried. Wow. Great song, man. Very, very powerful. I definitely want to check out more Motorhead. You know, I had a colleague at work who was a big fan. He was devastated when Lemmy passed away, and I only knew the one song, like I mentioned in the beginning, at least as far as I'm aware of. But he talked about this group a lot, and I know there's a great big fan base who was very loyal, and that's amazing, you know. Great music. I could see why, only knowing these two songs now. So yeah, any recommendations are welcome. I will check out Sabaton's version as well. Thank you for being here, everybody. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.